say Mandarin. It's the area of town. Everybody in town knows where Mandarin is. Make sure it is a well-known area if you're going to advertise it. And then you put, and no credit, no banks. And that's totally true in the ad. And I promise you, you will get calls. And when you put that online, you will get hits from that kind of an ad. You're attracting the people and make it obvious that you don't have to qualify for a loan to get into this house. So your VA posts the ads, driving them to your flyers and or to your own website. You got a website set up, they ought to go there. And then the flyer is on your website, one for each house. All right, signs. Very important that you put out signs. But the signs need a little bit of discussion because they need to be ugly. Look on page 118. In fact, I saw in the Gold Club Weekly that came out this past Friday, one of our testimonials was from a student, and he was standing beside his ugly sign. Okay, go look at that when you get a chance. You see this ugly sign. I mean, handwritten, ugly, childish, ugly. The uglier, the better. And you ladies just need to get over this. Ugly sells. Pretty doesn't sell. Ugly attracts attention. Ugly sucks in the eyeballs. Ugly forces you to read it. Pretty does not. Ugly, but readable. Handwritten, or at least appears to be handwritten. Just like the signs I have on page 118. The minute you get control of the house, you put a sign in front of it that says what you want it to say. And if it's a word for equity, use the top one. If it's not, use the middle one or the bottom one. But get the sign up, handwritten, and I want website and phone on sign. So they can call the voicemail box, or they can go to the website and get the same information from there. Everybody clear? Hello? Guys, I'm going to tell you right now that 80% of the people out there or more right now looking for a house will go to the site and look at it first. So for you to try to sell these things and not have a picture or pictures of that house up on a site, it just means that you're trying to push a rope uphill with your nose. They just want, in fact, they don't even want to go to a computer anymore. They just whip up their cell phone and look at it right there, probably while they're driving down the road. So make it easy for them to get the information, or you'll pay the price. Remember, sign must be easy to read, clear, but ugly. Can you guys, I mean that, but ugly. Can you guys do but ugly? All right. And pointer signs on page 120. Same. We use 9 by 24. Hey, Scott, you back there? You get a mic? Get the mic? I'm going to quiz you right now. Are we putting up pointer signs on these properties we have for sale? Mic hot. Pointer signs just need the headline, lease purchase, an arrow with a phone number, and then no credit, no bank. I'm telling you, you won't beat the one at the top of page 120. Remember, though, got to be able to read them. And if you don't put the phone number on it, I promise you that your competition will appreciate your donation to their sign pile. Now, I'm telling you, the downside of these signs is they're going to come up missing. They're going to come up missing. Get over it. They're going to come up missing. The sign police are going to get them, or the city's going to get them, but they're coming up missing. However, you put these signs up on a Friday, you got the whole weekend, they'll probably stay up, you'll get tons of calls from these signs. And the more pointer signs you put up, the more calls you're going to get. You'll get calls way before you even get home. And these are the best calls because they are seeing the house before they call. The signs point to the house. Now they're interested in the house before they call. Way different than trying to get somebody to call out of a newspaper who don't have a clue what the house looks like. All right, Scott, how many do we put up per house?
We'll put as many as we can up. We'll try to do obviously the corners in close proximity, but we'll also travel to main intersections and just to get people to call from the signs.
So you go out as far as you think, 3 or 4 blocks from the house?
Yeah, absolutely.
Put the pointer signs up pointing down in from the main drags, and then every time there's a turn, pointer signs up there.
Yep.
And exactly. 15, 20 per house?
Yeah, and they always come up missing, and we do it on a weekly basis. We visit every house and replenish them every week.
So we got to buy a lot of signs, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
All right. Is there anything you want to tell the class about signs that you learned that might be of interest?
Well, get used to replenishing them, and make sure that you are replenishing them on a weekly basis because it really is the best form of advertising. All the other forms obviously are critical, but the sign itself is probably what garners most of our calls.
And look, guys, if you do what you were just told by the Geek Squad, and you got a buyer's list, deep, and you don't feel the need to put up signs, are you forgiven if you don't? Huh? Okay. But if that's not the case, I'm going to strongly suggest the signs are the very first thing you get up when you get control of this house. But don't get carried away. Just get them up. Now, you don't have to handwrite them. A sign shop will make these signs for you. You draw out what you want it to look like, and they'll make the signs look like you handwrote them.
Hey, Ron? Yeah, we signed up a deal last Thursday in Orange Park, and I was gone Friday that week. I signed it as I was leaving. I got the seller's permission, of course, in the front yard, probably 6 different arrow signs, and we probably got 8 to 10 calls just in that first 48-hour window, and we set up free showings from it, just from the signs alone. Yeah. Before it was even on our website and any Craigslist ads.
The best calls you're going to get are people who call from these signs. Because again, they've seen the house and they like what they see and they like the area. And they wouldn't be in the area if they weren't cruising looking there, most likely. Okay, we got signs? Everybody got the ads? Then let's talk about pre-screening these prospects when they come at us. And get through this process. I want to screen some more deals for you guys today as well. Your deals. Okay, I'm on page 121. All right, you should know by now, what is the number one thing I'm looking for when these buyers come at me? Correct. How much money they got. Now, if my business is built around also looking for cash buyers that can go qualify for a loan, I'm also looking for credit as well, I guess, right? If they got credit and I'm okay with cashing out, then I won't put them through the lease option mode. I'll just simply send them to the mortgage originator and let him or her get their application and get it rolling. But frankly, that's a rarity in our case because we're attracting to people that don't have the good credit just based on our advertising. Incidentally, do not assume that because you run an ad that says no bank qualifying or even no money down, which you'll never run. I ran one time. Absolutely no money needed because we had 100% loan back then and they even let me pay the closing costs, which you still have with USDA. How many of you live in maybe you're aware of USDA? Okay, USDA will make 100% loans and let you pay 6% of the closing costs, up to 6%, which is all of them, if you're in an area where they're lending. And you should go to USDA.gov and look at your local map to see where those areas are. If you want retail houses, for crying out loud, go buy in those areas. Because if you can't sell a house with nothing down, don't give up your day job. I mean, you won't. You'll get rid of those before you even get ready to sell. But you still do need credit-worthy buyers. But it's a lot easier when they don't have that money. So if I want to cash out, that would be a nice property to cash out. In fact, Jay Connor, that's his business. He sells to people and gets them USDA loans, 100% qualified, cashes out. I'm looking for money. I'm looking for money, and I'm looking for how much of a monthly payment they think they can make. Those are the 2 biggies on the front end. Now I'm going to learn more than that from them, but that's the one that determines suspects from prospects. If they've got a lot of money, obviously they rise to the top like the phoenix. And guys, you're going to get people calling you with amounts of money. They're going to shock you. You might be under the impression that just because somebody's credit sucks, that they're also broke.